make sure you download that free kettlebell code ebook. We offer all the information that I'm giving you. We offer it in a condensed ebook, 100% free. It's called the kettlebell code, and you can download it right now in the first link in the description. You don't seem to mention or tailor exercises for abs specifically. Do I understand that they're always solicited into all of these? Yeah, Mike, here's where I stand with ab exercises. I never do them because I think they're worthless for me. Do you have bodybuilders out there who do ab workouts because they want to get these bloated abs, or they want to get these big monstrous abs and get them look like they have bricks installed into them? Yes. And they do hypertrophy work. Yes, they do it. Great. I don't want to look like this, so I never include any type of ab exercise. And if you put the bodybuilding dudes aside, why do regular people do ab exercises? Why are you doing it? I always ask the same question. Are you doing it to strengthen your core? You know what they say in 99% of cases? After you ask a follow-up question, if they say yes, and you say, what does that look like? Well, I want to have six-pack abs. I want to get that belly. I want to make sure the belly diminishes. Recent scientific evidence seems to point out that targeted fat loss seems to work. If you do lots of swings where you always contract your abdominals, because the midsection is always active with kettlebell work. So if you do lots of swings and cleans and snatches, it might be that the body seems to get rid of those fat cells around the abdomen area. Scientific seems to point that out. Very interesting stuff. But it's all worthless if you're not in a calorie deficit. That being said, I still consider it valuable to just do systemic exercises where every single muscle fiber is trained. And so I don't want to waste my precious time. I don't have a lot of time available, and I don't want to waste it with some kind of ab crap, right? So I'm very blunt on this. Instead of doing some, I do burpees. I do carries. I do snatch, right? So this is how I finish my workout. Carries most of the time, heavy swings, or a burpee. Burpee, man, the burpee kills everything. If you refer to just getting rid of the excess fat, make sure you stay in a calorie deficit. Make sure you weigh yourself daily, maybe in the morning, not just after the workout. Weigh yourself daily for the next 3 months. Make sure you track your meals. It's a very powerful, purpose-driven method, a program to make sure you stay on track with your weight loss, if that's the case. You can lose weight with almost any form of exercise as long as you are in a calorie deficit. Please, friends, this is so important. The calorie deficit is king for weight loss. They say you can't out-train a bad diet. However, this puts training into a bad spotlight. I think training is incredibly important, but if weight loss is the goal, the calorie deficit is king. The way you sustain and keep the muscle is strength training. And it's a very bird's eye perspective, very easy to understand. When you go into weight loss, here's what's happening. Your body gives off excess energy in forms of fat and also, unfortunately, in forms of muscle. And that's why if you don't train and you're just going on a diet, you then have that flabby skin. Okay, you lost weight, but you're flabby, right? And so the muscle, this is where the strength training comes in, because we tell the body, all right, listen, get rid of that fat, but please don't touch the muscle. And if you touch it, only a little bit. So that's why high protein, calorie intake low, and intense strength training. That's the key to success. And you know, the slow process, think about this. 24 passed like this, right? In a couple of days, it's 2025. That went fast, didn't it? Right? Think about it like this. You start once. This is what I said in the beginning of the stream. Focus on the habits, your workouts, your training, making sure you stick to a calorie deficit. Make sure when you go out, you don't go balls to the walls. Make sure you inform your friends, your family that you want to change your life, that you want to change your body. Please let them know. That's so important. Communicate with everybody around you. Just tell them, listen, I need your support. This is what I want to go through. This is my goal. Please help me. And if not, if you don't want to help me, at least leave me alone, right? And then stick to the basics. Stick to the habits and the results will follow. I guarantee you this. So instead of focusing on the water weight, here's what you do. Renee, you are focusing on one little cogwheel in the grand scheme of things. So instead of keeping your focus on that little cogwheel, which sometimes turns and sometimes it doesn't, and maybe sometimes it makes some noises. Focus on the big picture. And that is, stick with the habits, make sure you're on a calorie deficit diet, increase your protein intake, do the heavy basics, some good stuff, and you're gonna see results in no time. Just like Lucy. Lucy started, like I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, she started in January. She changed her life because she finally got into heavy strength training and heavy kettlebells, right? And then she recognized, all right, I'm consuming too much calories. So make sure you write that down. Be honest with yourself. And by the way, calorie counting, this is not the principle. The principle is the calorie deficit. Calorie counting is just a means to an end. I don't count my calories. Angie doesn't count her calories. And some of the clients who have had major success this year, Daniel is one of them. If you're still in the chat, please let everybody know that you're still here. He lost 27 kilograms, or 26, right? So that's over 50 pounds. I told him, you can stop counting that stuff. You are dialed in. And now instead, he's now focusing on the macronutrients, making sure the protein goes up, right? So it's a means to an end. So you don't have to count forever, but we have to have a program. Once it sets in, once you're on the track, you just keep running. And here's a major key that I've learned. One of the reasons why I think I can exercise my gift very well, and that is keep pushing when things get boring. The major distinction between people who succeed and people who lose, or even people who succeed a little bit and those who crush it, keep pushing. They keep trusting the process. They keep trusting the coach. They keep trusting this program, even though it gets boring. Do not jump into SOS. Forget it. The shiny object syndrome. You see something sparkle in the distance that gives you, oh, we have more success faster and blah, 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 blah. Don't do it. Blinders on. Focus. Calorie deficit, protein, kettlebells. That's what's up. Here's the next thing that you have to do. Clean and press that like and subscribe button. Share with a friend who's also interested in kettlebells. And if you made it this far, download my free ebook in the first link in the description called the Kettlebell Code. If you're over 40, 50, or 60, you don't have a lot of time, but you still want to take care of your fitness and you don't want to drive to the gym, the kettlebell is the perfect solution for you. So let me help you get started. 100% free. 16 pages, a juicy ebook that's going to help you get started with kettlebell. So download it right now in the first link in the description or in the pinned comment.